Recording going?
You
Okay.
can go ahead, sir.
Okay, I'm calling this meeting to order now. Just some administrative household items. Please turn off your phones, keep everything on mute. And if there's any TV background or any disturbances, please just put those off now. And then if you need to talk, say something, please raise your hands. And please also always reply to the calendar invites so we have exact count. Thank you for all of you being here today. And Cheryl, can we have attendance, please?
Yes. Vice Chair Ahmad is present. Commissioner Fazil Quatter is present. Chair Preetakar is present.
Present.
Commissioner Devon Shaw. Commissioner Fahim Rafiq. Commissioner Ahmad Sergil. Commissioner Nivea Ori. Commissioner Raj Borsellino.
Here.
Commissioner Raza Khan. Commissioner Bishar Bandare. Commissioner Priti Mian. Commissioner Harshid Shah. And Commissioner Archana Thakur.
Okay. Great. So we have a quorum?
Yes, we do.
Okay, great. Thank you. All right. So just starting off with, first thing is that we had a meeting in February and the minutes were shared with everybody. Are there anybody has any edits to the minutes?
So excuse me, Chair, we do have an point 2, which is the adoption of the agenda, and we don't have the adoption of the minutes on it. So I would like to ask or have you ask one of the commissioners to amend the agenda to add in the adoption of the minutes.
Sounds good. Okay.
So I put a motion out there for approval of the agenda with edits, modified edit of having the motion for the minutes to be added for the February 12th meeting minutes to be added on the agenda.
Any nays?
Is there a second?
I'll second.
So Preeti Menon, second the motion.
All right, good. All right.
Any nays? All in favor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aye.
Okay, very good. All right, so the motion to pass the minutes from February, can somebody pass a motion to pass the minutes from February?
I put forward a motion to have the minutes of February 12th, 2025 be approved.
Second.
Second,
I second.
So Nivea Ori seconds.
Yes.
okay. Any nays? Yays?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. All right, thank you. Moving on, we have Administrative Director Christina Poy. She doesn't need any more introductions, I think, after all this time we've been all together. So Christina, it's your stage if you want to please take.
Thank you, Chair. I wanted to mention and remind everybody that during commission meetings as well as commission events, when you are representing the commission, you are wearing that hat as a commissioner. So when we are in the meetings here, you're wearing the hat as a commissioner and not in a personal capacity or a outside professional capacity. You are wearing the hat as a commissioner. So when you're speaking here, we will keep to commission business, and you should not be changing your hat in the meeting and then trying to speak about something that's not related in the commission business. Thank you.
Okay, all right, thank you, Christina, for that wiseness and educating us on that. Now, moving on to number 4. So Executive Director Walker is not here, so I think we'll move on to Commission events check-in, and I think which is the big one tomorrow is the business commission event that we have. So Faisal, can you just give us some overview and anything last minute things that we need to do or any kind of
Sure.
insight to that?
No, I mean, I'd like to invite each and every one of you. Hopefully I can see all of you tomorrow morning, first thing in the morning. So we have been working tirelessly for the last, I don't know, it's about what, 4 months now, to make this event very fruitful and a successful one. So a lot of hard work have been put in. So it's going to be from 9 till 4 o'clock. 9 to 10 is our kind of a breakfast slash kind of a networking, kind of getting ready for the discussions on panel and all this good stuff. So we have got several, keynote speakers and legislatures and whatnot. So you have got the flyers and everything. So I'm not going to go over all those over again, but it's a full day event, a lot of good talk, a lot of good panels, a lot of good discussions, great opportunity for your networking, your business growth. So I highly recommend you and your friends and family, please come and join us. And we're also serving hot lunch, complimentary. So, so I hope to see you. Logistically, I think we're all set for tomorrow. There are a few last minute things that, we've been kind of working offline with a couple of remaining things, but I think we're as ready as we can be. So please, come and join us tomorrow.
Great, thank you.
Sure.
And as far as volunteers and all, I think we'll get to know what roles we're going to do when we're there, correct?
Yeah, that is correct.
Yes, Sue is sending an email out. I just messaged Sue, so she should be in email.
So be there 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock? What's a better time?
So it's based on what each volunteer submitted, because some volunteers said like 12 o'clock, so whatever the volunteer submitted. But as Christina mentioned earlier at the meeting, if you didn't join earlier, that she does need volunteers at 7. We didn't ask in the form at 7 a.m. We started with 8 a.m. So, but if you can come in early, that would be great, because that will help Christina as well.
Got it.
This would
Okay,
be for
thank-
helping to assemble the swag bag.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
The other
And if you
thing,
have not, and if you have not registered, please do register. Otherwise, Cheryl's going to find you.
Mhm.
Okay,
How many do
sounds-
we
She's
have
going to find you and find
thus
you.
far?
She's going to find and find.
On that note, Cheryl, how many registered guests do we have? Do we have a number?
are you on mute?
Okay, looks like,
Cheryl
Cheryl
is
is
on
on mute.
Can anybody hear me?
Can
yes.
hear you now.
Oh,
Mhm.
wow. Give me a second. I'll let you know how many registrations.
Sure, no worries, no worries. We can,
I'll
All
pop
right,
it in.
then.
So everybody should have received my email with the list of the confirmed panelists, moderators, speakers.
Yes, I did.
Okay, great.
okay, so did you send it to everybody on this group or is it just to some?
I think it was to attendees only, right? To those who
Yeah.
are registered. I don't know, Christina, from the email, I assumed that it was only sent to registered people, not to just commissions, unless I'm mistaken.
What I sent out?
Yeah,
Oh, I sent that pretty widely. So it was to commissioners,
okay,
colleagues,
okay.
This
The
is the one you
cabinet
sent on
members.
Monday? The one that you sent on? was
yeah,
on
it had a
Monday?
list of all the confirmed panelists, moderators. It had the flyer with Lieutenant Governor and
Yes, right.
Secretary Chowdhury and Secretary Rye on it.
Yes, yes.
So
Are you gonna send?
I'm not gonna go out and list it out for everybody during this meeting because you should have received the email.
No, you probably did, but I mean, I did, I know I did, so I'm just wanted to,
One thing, sorry, Cheryl, after you raised your hand.
I was just saying, I don't recall that email.
It's the one that Jeremy had referred to in the staff meeting yesterday.
I got it. And I'm not registered.
Right. I didn't send it just to
Yeah, it
register.
was sent at Monday, April 7th at 6:22 PM.
right.
Just
Yep.
if you want to sort it out in your
Yeah,
mailbox. Yeah.
Thank
But one thing maybe we can think of doing it next time is that when the attendees registered, they didn't get a confirmation email actually.
Yeah.
So few people were asking me, am I registered or is there any error? Do I need to re-register? I said, no, if you fill out the form, I think it's all good. But I think maybe for the next one, we should have a confirmation email, like an auto email generated next time.
Right.
Faisal, can the system send out an email to everyone, just letting them know that
Yeah,
you show up
well,
at 9 o'clock tomorrow?
that's Christina who can help, but I'm not sure.
But
I
can
know
a,
last
can a
Friday.
reminder be sent out today to the registered people?
Okay, I will be sending something out once I gain all the other people. We have 435 registrations.
Wow.
That's good.
All right, I love it.
That itself was a celebration.
Love it, love it.
So when it was like Friday of last week, all registered people that registered did get a reminder with information, with parking information and everything at that time. That was on Friday.
Well,
So I will send something out to everybody again.
And I'm sure you're gonna have some walk-ins. So Faisal, are we able to handle that many? Is
that
there
is the
enough?
question. So are we going to have enough chairs in case we have some extra people? I don't know. We need to. Well, we'll be there at 7 o'clock. We need to do something
Right.
tomorrow. Yeah.
One of the things is there are quite a few people who are coming and leaving, or they're
Right.
coming late,
Right.
so not all of everybody's going to be there at the same time, but the heaviest time that we expect people arriving are between that 8:30 to 11 a.m.
Yeah,
Mhm.
agreed.
especially as people now know that Lieutenant Governor is going to be there speaking in the beginning.
Mhm.
Okay, well, it's okay. We'll just have to do crowd control, I guess. Faisal,
I
it's
know,
last minute,
exactly.
whatever it
And
is.
also the name tags and everything. So that's gonna be, yeah, so okay. it's
So
gonna-
how many registering people are there? People registering? Approximately?
Over 400.
Yeah,
No, I
over
said, how many people are gonna be registering those people? 400 people.
Right, the
3.
Well, that's why Sue and I think Sue and I talked about it and we put in the morning time, and I talked to Christina, we had commissioners as ushers, greeters, and on the registration table. And so one of the emails that Sue has sent out is let's be flexible. If
Mm.
registration table needs our help, we will have clipboards. So I think Sue is going to be bringing clipboards. So whenever registration Gochi staff needs help, we will be able to move commissioners around from other duties as well.
So,
I
so
think
just thinking about this, if there's 400 people, just 3 people registering, I mean, I don't know how that works.
yeah, that's why I'm just letting you know that we have from 8:30 to 12 o'clock, we have, rather than one commissioner, I think there are like 2 commissioners. But also on top of that, we also have commissioners who are assigned as greeters. As greeters, we can easily move them out of the greeters to registration.
we
And
may
one of the
need
things
more
we don't want to
people.
do is have a line outside, because we cannot have a line outside if it is going to be raining tomorrow.
My thing
Yeah.
is that we are already discussing that we have 3 chairs only for the registration people. So when you are pulling other commissioners back on the same registration table, I think we have to have more accommodation for the commissioners to be.
Right.
Correct.
That's so what I agree, Dr. And what we have done is Sue is going to be bringing clipboards. So and that's one of the things we, in our volunteer list, we ask people to be flexible, which means is if we need to stand, we will stand.
I'm going to be there by 7:30. I think it will be great for all of us to be there early so that we
Yeah.
can organize ourselves much better in person when we are there.
Correct.
Exactly.
I think
Agreed.
that'll work out very well. The 400 people is a pretty big crowd, actually.
Very big crowd.
And
And
we are
I'm also worried about the lunch hour when we have 400 people. That's So we'll manage. We'll manage.
Yeah, and keeping in mind that some of your commissioners are moderators for the panels. So those commissioners will be busy running the panels actually at that particular time. So you will be short of some hands. So
Right.
I think it'll be great for all of us to be there by 7. We'll help Christina out as much as we can and organize ourselves much better before 9 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And one more question is like when all these secretaries or the lieutenant governor comes and, or the controller comes, I think somebody from our team should be there to, receive them and also to take
Greet
them
them,
to
yeah.
a place where they can get coffee and, something, little
Yep.
bit maybe a privacy plus also be able to meet some people, because you don't want them to stand in the full crowd, but then they'll just get bombarded. So I don't know if there's any accommodation for that.
So I do know that Secretary Rai plans to come early. He will be there in that first hour where the Lieutenant Governor is going to be speaking. He does have to get to another engagement. He will be back. He will return for his panel in the afternoon.
Right.
There are other secretaries who are going to be there early and then do their panel. That's going to be the panel that Faisal is moderating. And then some of them have other commitments that they have to leave to, so they may not even stay for lunch.
Right.
There are legislators, elected officials, including county council members. They have registered to attend. I think they are making an appearance. They don't have any speaking roles. It's just to connect with the commissioners and constituents for the amount of time that they have at the event, but they're not planning to stay. So some are coming later in the day because they have other commitments, and some are coming early and then leaving.
Mm-hmm.
So we can roughly say out of those 400 registration people, about 100 will be in and out?
Potentially, yes.
Plus, I think there'll be probably about 10 to 12% which won't show up. That's what I
Yeah.
feel. I mean, usually, you do have about a 10%, but yeah, I think I like your idea, Dr. Nawaz. We all meet there about 7:30 and just, take
Yeah,
it
I
from
think
there.
that'll be great.
Christina, Cheryl, I have a question. So if I don't think we were expecting 400 people, right? So question for you is, do we have swags for 400 people? And also, how is the lunch? Do we have enough?
We do not have enough swags for 400 people. We are not expecting, 400 people to stay until the end.
Okay. But so are we giving them swags in the end, or are we giving them swags at the registration time?
Oh, that's a good question.
So my proposal is what I'm doing at the STEM conference right now, because that's 450 people. We were expecting 400. As I'm asking the planning committee, which is the organizing committee, in this case will be the commission, that the commissioners respectfully not take any swags and let the other people do it. And that's how we provide service to the commission.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm asking my organizing committee of 35 people is not to take any giveaways.
Exactly. Yep.
And then
Wait
also
until the end.
with the food, I'm asking them also is, starve yourself a little bit. If there's so many pastries left from the morning, grab that one. But we don't want to be in a situation where there is no food and
Correct.
they're watching commissioners eating food.
Excellent point.
That may not sound well. So if there are any leftovers in the morning, sugar will last you long.
That's
what I'm asking.
Good point. Very good point.
I'm just telling you what I'm doing on Saturday because we are above 75. And our problem is a bigger problem because when we say we have 450 people, there are 450 hungry students. So they go for second and a third. So even though we have ordered more food, I'm asking my 30, 40 people not to eat food and just stay with the breakfast if they can all day. And they volunteered. And if we need to get a pizza on the side, we will swipe that out for them somehow.
How can we relay the same message to the RP?
So that will be, I think, of Christina. I think Christina can share that to
Yes.
Gianni. And then again, it's up to the commissioners, but I think I'm just putting it out there what I'm doing
A good
as a
point,
chair
good
of a
point.
committee.
No, but it's a great point.
Yeah,
Very
yeah,
good
we're,
point.
we're the host
Agreed.
committee, actually. Absolutely. We
Yeah.
got to accommodate actually
Yeah.
whatever comes.
Well, that's what we do with GOCI in
Exactly.
terms of like food. If there's not enough, we don't eat. If there's not enough seats, we don't sit. That's
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's what it is. Have a
Oh.
Snicker bar in your pocket. That's it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Chair, I do see a hand up. Cheryl, is your hand up?
It was, for multiple questions, but I'm not even gonna touch it, any of them, except I have a question for Dr. Nawaz.
Mhm.
Are you planning to have a display table?
No, I don't.
I didn't think so.
Yeah.
So we will have 2 open display tables, Christina.
Great. I think some of the agencies are, some of the state agencies wanted to bring some material.
Okay,
So they will be,
if you can let me know, pick 2. So I can make a sign up for them,
okay.
okay?
Okay, I'll email you that offline.
Okay, appreciate it, thank you.
Mhm.
Okay, great. Okay, so, anybody, anything else before we move on? Okay, all right, getting to the next point of old business, the subcommittee report. I think the business and economic development, I think we've already discussed that. If somebody has to add anything, please do so now. Okay, all right, great. Moving on to the community, I know Aarti said she won't be able to make it on till later. Anybody else on the committee who has any updates on the commission or on this?
So I think, I won't speak for Aarti, but I am on the committee and I'm gonna counter Christina and Cheryl to correct, I'm sorry. I'm gonna counter Christina to correct me if I'm wrong with the date, but we are looking to have the Heritage Month on May 17th.
Correct.
And I believe we already had 3 or 4 meetings. So it's a joint effort by the 2 commissioners, just like last year. And it is going to be held at, Christina, fill in the blank for me. At what location? Is it at Howard?
Yes, Howard
it-
Community College.
Howard Community College, yeah. Thank
It's
you.
going to be in a new building.
Yeah, so Howard, thank you, man, thank you. So at Howard Community College and it's at May 17th, and it's not in the evening.
No, it's
we-
during the day.
Yeah, it's during the day, so we won't have typical dinner. If you guys remember, it will be from 1:30 to 4:30. The committee right now is coming up with, I believe, a rubric, but also a database of who are going to be presenting or performing at that. So Tim was the lead person, the point of contact for performers. So if you know of any performers, Tim would be good lead, or if you don't know who Tim is, send it over to Aarti. And I think there is a shared drive, but I don't think it's an open shared drive about the performance. But that's there for that one, for the May 17th.
Great. Aman, do you want to talk a little bit about the Vaisakhi, please?
Yeah, sure. So, not that we're short of events. So we have Vaisakhi planned for Monday, the 28th of April. And this will be at Carroll County Community College. Thanks to Dr. Raza Khan for helping us partner with the community college there. I believe all the commissioners are on the invite list. The event will be from 6 till 8:30 with a dinner. Other than that, is there anything else that I'm missing, Christine?
No, I think that's it. And we'll share the agenda with everybody as soon as we have that finalized. Yeah. Yeah, Preeti.
So we just have to make sure we let Aarti know, and I guess Christina, you already know, but we have our the AAPI Heritage Month planning, the standing meeting at 7 p.m. That's on my calendar for Mondays. So there might be folks who can't make that meeting if we're gonna go to the Vaisakhi celebration.
Oh, yes. Yes,
Good point.
the 28th.
Yeah, so I mean, since like I don't know if we want to move that meeting because I'm missing a bunch
Yeah,
of
that
them.
meeting will have to be moved.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Harshit Bhai, you have a question?
No, I just wanted to, for the American Heritage Month, as I have to leave to India this Saturday. So I'll, not be attending the meeting, but I'll be definitely back before the 5/17. So I'll, volunteer at on the day.
Thank you for
Yeah.
the update. Okay. All right, looks like the community committee is pretty busy with all the events and a lot of things going on, but everybody's really contributing and really appreciate that. This is a group effort, and so thank you everybody for doing what you guys are doing. Getting on to the education, Raza, I know you have some probably updates, and we saw some emails from you, so if you want to update us on that.
Sure, thank you. So the fact that, almost all of the commissioners on almost every committee are somehow involved in the 3 events that are coming up tomorrow, the Vaisakhi and then the Heritage Month. I've shared a spreadsheet of the responses we got. Thankfully, we got about over 200, I'll tell you exactly, we got 234 responses from the community members across the state of Maryland. Some are students, some are teachers, some are parents, and that's really good because if we are to be the voice of the community, we can say now conclusively that if we are going to proceed with anything that's education related, whether we want to provide guidance through GOSHI to the governor's agencies, or we need resources that we need, our community members are doing. So we have about 200 people responding to us. And this is in addition to our own contacts telling us what we need. So what I've asked is for the committee right now to digest that information, but also come up with priorities as well. So we know what are the priorities, so we can get to the step 2 phase. So the step 2 phase is to find out what are the policies that are working, what are policies that are not working, what are resources that are needed. And then step 3 is the implementation or recommendation going forward. Implementation would be resources wide. Recommendation would be if we want any policy changes. So I've asked the committee to digest that information. It's a huge amount of information we got. And just to give you an idea, some of our community members wrote paragraphs and paragraphs of their feedback. So we really have to digest them. If you have not joined education committee, but you're interested in what your community has said, that database that we have is a spreadsheet, doesn't carry someone's name. You're most welcome to join and digest it for us as well. But because of the multiple events that are happening in there, I was hoping for end of the month, but we are going to push it to slightly more, but I don't want to push it beyond because then the summer breaks come in and then people travel, and we don't want to push it even further out there. So we'll have something to at least for the step 2 process by the time the year ends, at least.
Great. Thank you for that.
I have a quick
Okay.
question. Raza, do we have a follow-up meeting scheduled for that committee to kind of discuss any preliminary questions or findings?
Yeah, so the reason I did not send this meetings get set up there because the meeting time I was thinking was going to be the same week as the Heritage Month. So I might have to wait it out, but I do know that almost all high schools and middle schools are ending June 15th. So it will be somewhere between the Heritage Month and the June 15th, but it will be based on the education committee members or any other commissioners who want to join in and digest that data. By the way, it is a lot of data we have. The question is, we have to do our due diligence in going through that data. So yes, I will send out that. I mean, I don't want to set up a meeting because some of us are getting like 5 or 6 meeting invites right now, right? Every
Yeah,
week we're getting 5, 6 invites. So I want to at least have tomorrow's meeting go through, the conference go through, the Vaisakhi go through, and then probably will send out a meeting out because even my emails are just getting overloaded with too many Zoom meeting invites.
Mhm.
We are busy commission. We are busy commission.
Good.
But thank you. Thank you. That's our update from our committee. Unless if there are any other committee members, I know Raj is here, Preeti is here. I don't get to see everybody here, but if any comments or any initial feedback after looking at that database, the spreadsheet.
It's a very robust spreadsheet. I've started to take a dive in and really look forward to spending a couple hours sorting through all the responses. But thanks so much for all the work and putting it together.
Yeah, thank you. That's a committee effort, so that's a good thing.
Anybody else, any question on the education? Great. Okay, moving on to health. I know Dr. Bhandari is not here. Anybody on the commission wants to chime in or give any updates?
Hi,
No,
I'm
Vishal
here.
is here.
Oh, Vishal. Oh, he's here. I'm sorry.
Hey, Priya.
Did you?
No,
Okay.
it's all right.
In the beginning, I know there was a couple of names that were not taken, so my apologies, Vishal.
No worries. But I do not have any updates right now. I'm working on that annual plan. I think I'll be talking with Aman to do some of the logistic work on that one. I've created the timeline and I'll follow after this all the events happening. After
So
affiliate.
when do you think we should do it in the fall? Sometime?
Yeah, October is the target.
October, yeah. Okay, that's a good time. Yeah, I think we all need a little break after May for a few couple of months to do events. So
Yeah.
that'll be great.
But
Okay, great.
One thing I will, Vishal, tell you that I was reached out by what is that diversity group. So they wanted to conduct annual health fair actually at either Montgomery College, either Silver Spring campus or Germantown, this side actually. And they were asking for help. In the past, Apna physicians helped them out for last consecutively 2 years. So I was thinking that this might be an opportunity for us to join hands with them and collaborate and put the program together for them. So
Yeah,
I will
let's do
connect. I will connect you with the representative of a diversity group, and we can actually discuss this further.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Great.
That'd be great. So just one more question I had, and this is maybe Vishal, if I don't know if you can get some sponsorships from any of these pharmaceutical companies and all. If you need that, I'm not sure what from the legal point of it, how we can do that, but that's something we can reach out to them to get any contributions and stuff like that. So, Christina, is there anything you can shed light on that if we do want to get some sponsorships and all? Is that a possibility?
Now, I'm sorry, this was for American Diversity Group?
No, well, just for
Or-
the health fair,
Oh.
was to get some sponsorships from these pharmaceutical companies, and is it possible
And-
to?
Are you doing this as a commission event or are you doing this as commissioners supporting a community event?
Vishal, I'll let you speak on that.
Yeah, I believe it will be our own event, annual event, but we'll be collaborating with the ADC and other groups.
Because if you're doing this as a commission event, then our name goes on as the commission, and then we have to go through the whole creating a budget ahead of time and getting all of those logistics, and then the sponsorship, having a sponsorship form or in kind,
So
and
maybe
going through that
I can-
process.
Yeah, initially I can touch with Dr. Nawaz and Aman to describe like what kind of event that could be. Is it a collaboration in terms of us collaborating them, or we inviting them as our collaborators?
I think we should collaborate with them, Vishal. I think
Yeah, okay.
that will be a better option. Our commission will collaborate with the community to run this program.
Sounds good.
I think that would be a better approach. But Christina, our name can be displayed on the banners at the health fair or not when we are collaborating? Like a Maryland Commission, South Asian Commission's name can be displayed actually on the banners and the posters there or not, along with the diversity group.
I have to look into that with
Okay.
more information.
Because I just want to make sure that when whatever the work we are doing as a commission, we need to be recognized in the community too. And so, I mean,
Yes, I think-
that's a thought.
So as an example with American Diversity Group, we did have commissioners, actually several commissioners who were involved and a part of the American Diversity Group. So they were wearing the dual hats there because they actually serve on the boards there and they were commissioners. They did not have a banner saying that they were with the Governor's Office of Community Initiatives or a banner with the commission name.
We say that becomes on a personal level. Like I
So-
serve, I volunteer on different places actually to provide the health fairs. So
Sure.
obviously we are not. This is a combined effort actually of South Asian Commission along with the diversity group. I think that makes a little difference actually, because we are putting all the effort in along with the diversity group to run that program. So, but if we cannot, then we cannot. I mean, I think
No, I
it's-
mean, I think it's something that you can do, I think,
Yeah.
but if you do it, we do need to have a budget. So an estimate of the costs involved
All right.
and a timeline of the planning for it.
Okay.
As if
So
it,
I think,
as if it was our event, because it's in collaboration.
No problem. Vishal said, but then I think we can offline
offline,
discuss about it actually, and we'll get the Mayur Modi online, and then we can discuss this further. Okay.
Sure, sir. That
Right,
sounds
and I
good.
think
Thank you.
Aman had a question. She had her hand raised, so Aman.
Yeah, no, I was just curious to know what Dr. Nawaz had in mind with Mr. Modi, because I have partnered with him in the past. So I think as a collective, we need to decide whether this is going to be our commission event or if it's just separate, us wearing different hats in the community, and then it's different for us to collaborate. And also, when we talk about collaboration, what is it that ADG is asking of us? Because from past experience, it's they want to partner, they want to have our logos on the same flyer or banner, but we end up doing all the running around. So the health fairs that I've been a part of, the doctors, the nurses, the lab works, so all these different groups, they actually volunteer their resources. So what would we need money for when we're hosting such things?
And just to answer that question, when I had 2 experiences with them, and I second your voice that there was no money involved. Our services were involved, and all the nurses actually and all the students volunteered on that. Actually, they made I can tell you this much: we were there only to provide as a healthcare provider services. Otherwise, all the logistics were arranged by the diversity group. The food was arranged by the diversity group. And there was no money coming from the Apna physicians and Apna healthcare providers. So
right. So if we would like to have a commission health fair, then we can bring those groups in, and they would provide us. They can't do dental because they don't have dental, but they could do vision, they could do blood pressure checks, they could do lab works and so forth, but so can Continuum Healthcare, and so can other medical groups. So I think firstly, we just need to sort of understand and decide between ourselves, is this a commission event that we are going to be organizing, or is it just a collaboration where we're sort of saying to them, okay, tell us what you need, and Dr. Nawaz will be available, or another physician is available to be on site to see the clients or the patients, right?
I'm open to anything as long as politically correct. So that's the way I'm looking at it.
Yeah,
Either
let's
way.
take it offline. I think we can
Yeah.
I'll send an email to both of you and talk.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, hi, Devansh.
Christina, I would just run this through your council if Marilyn Gosey is involved, because when you're doing healthcare, there's potential liabilities, and does Marilyn pick up the liability if there's some malpractice or liability issues? So
Yes.
things
But
like
Devang,
that.
my own personal, I don't want to drag this conversation, but we don't prescribe anything. It
I
is
understand,
more,
but just from
screening.
the state of Maryland's perspective, they probably have to run it through their
I got
clinics.
yeah.
I mean, that's probably easy to do, and
Yeah.
just.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, great discussion. Thank you. So moving on to the legislative, Devang.
So our bill for Montgomery County, Howard County didn't make it out of the gate. Montgomery County got presented. It did make it out of committee, the Education Committee. Senator Brian Feldman, who is in District 15, which has the highest concentration of Asian Americans in the state at over 20%. And Cheryl Kagan, the vice chair, they didn't let it go to a vote. So I think we got to work on this earlier. And I think we should also plan, if we can, a legislative night during the legislative session next year and talk about these issues and any other you've talked about issues with Sikhs and headgears and things of that nature, so we can bring that up. I think for this holiday, I think maybe I should also, or the legislative committee should work with the education committee, because there's a synergies there, and work together to try to make it happen. Delegate Chow Wu and Senator Lamb are ready to take this forward again next year. And now we have a full 9 months to prepare.
Sounds good. Great. Anybody, any questions? Okay. Just one thing, I know we have a couple of attorneys on this legislative commission, is that, you know, for the current, I know Devang, you had said that there was some kind of help that the immigration attorneys were providing to some of the people who are getting now deported by ICE and all that. Is there still a channel open for that? Because I had a few people come and approach me personally to find out, you know, if there was any place they could go to find some help. And I had asked that to Christina also, so I'm just trying to bring it up here if, you know, there's any channels.
I could send Christina some organizations that can potentially provide pro bono services if that's required.
Got it.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay.
So then, Christina, can you just share it with this whole commission? That'd be great.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well,
But
I
just
think
an
now is
FYI, the system is getting overwhelmed. Even
Yeah,
private attorneys are, I mean, I'm going crazy. It's been less than 90 days, but it's just, we are getting overwhelmed, even on legal immigration cases, the things that are happening. So
yeah. You
it's
know,
coming at us so fast.
Well, yeah, you don't realize till it comes, you know, close to home. I have a couple of employees whose, you know, parents got taken away from home.
Yeah.
You know, the older kid who's like 21 is left, you know, taking care of 4 other siblings, you know. I mean, when you listen to those stories personally, it just kind of gets to a different level. But anyway, if you could share that information,
Yeah,
you
I'll
know,
do that.
that'll be great. Yeah. Okay, great. Anybody, any questions?
I just wanted to ask one question, Preetham. We all received an email, maybe Christina can help us out in this, about 5 days back from Larry Walker regarding some changes in the commission size and the commissioners getting the reappointment letter. I don't know, but I'm just trying to understand that email. Did everybody else saw that email?
This meeting is being recorded.
Oops. Can you guys hear me?
Echo.
What's going on?
I'm not sure.
So Christina, you want to speak on that subject?
So yes, so everybody should have received an email from Executive Director Walker, and the letters or correspondence have not been sent yet. So I know some people were concerned that some people were concerned that they haven't received anything and was thinking, oh, am I still a commissioner? So nothing has been sent yet. But I think this.
My suggestion will be, I'm sorry, I'm echoing for some reason.
I think your voice is echoing.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine.
So is there a timeline, Christina, by when these letters will go out, or, you know, anything, you know?
I think that was something that Larry might have been going to address when he had planned to be in this meeting. Unfortunately, he had something else come up and he couldn't make it to this meeting. So I will follow up with him and then try to email you something out.
Okay, great. Okay, thank you for that.
Okay.
Moving on to the other agenda, Asian American Business Conference. I think we've had a good discussion on that, so we can move on from there unless somebody has to say something. I'll give like 30 seconds. Okay, good. So moving on to MD 250, you know, Does anyone have any comments? I think we just have too many things on our plate right now, but we can move on from this unless somebody has any comments. Okay, looks like moving on to new business. Subcommittee charges and future work. I think, we pretty much discussed that, unless somebody has any comments. Okay. Public announcement. I personally don't have any. Christina, Cheryl, any public announcements?
Nothing to share at this time.
Okay, all right, so on the closing, anybody has any other things they would like to discuss at this point? Sounds good.
I will just remind everybody of the SOP for when you plan to or would like to attend an event as a commissioner, as a representative of the commission. The SOP form does need to be completed. Some of you have been doing very well in filling it out, but I just want to remind everybody else. I know that when I spoke with one commissioner about their attendance at meetings, they said, oh, well, I attend a lot of events. And the events that they're attending, I'm not aware of it, and the chair is not aware of it because they are not communicating with us. If you are planning to and would like to attend an event in the community or help at an event in a community as a commissioner, the SOP form does need to be completed. And I do ask and remind you that both Chair Preet as well as myself should be informed via email, so that we know that you had this intent, and I can follow up with the GOCI leadership as to whether the event that's been entered into the SOP request form has been approved or not. Thank you.
Thank you, Christina. Okay. All right, anybody else? Okay, looks like everybody's pretty much had their time, and thank you everybody once again, and I will call for somebody to join the meeting. Can somebody call a motion to join the meeting?
I'll call a motion.
I'll second.
So
Okay, great.
Preeti made the motion?
Yep.
Okay,
And
and then
Devon.
Devon did second it.
All right, so having said that, I would say thank you, everybody, and have a
Any,
good
did you vote?
any nays?
All in favor, say aye or raise your hand.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 All right, thank you very much. See everybody tomorrow morning.
Good luck tomorrow, guys.
Bye.
I'll see you when I
Thank
get to Monday
you.
too.
Have
Bye.
a good evening.
Bye.
Aye.
Bye-bye. Good night.